Hi there, my name is John Stevens. I'm pastor of Zion Lutheran Church in Oregon City, Oregon, and we are part of the ELCA. And welcome to Dollar Store Children's Sermons, where we take a look at the lectionary text, time to an item from the Dollar Tree or the junk drawer, the kids' room, or the garage. That is how we've been doing it. Thank you so much for spending a little bit of your week with me in this way. Thank you for your partnership in this ministry, and thank you most importantly for the love that you're sharing with your kids and your congregation and your families. You, my friend, are rocking it. Now, this is for the first Sunday of Advent, so I've got one last commercial announcement for, I've got it somewhere over there, my Advent Devotional, Ground Floor Grace. And if one of the things I'm offering is if you make a donation to the Dollar Store Children's Sermons and you'd like a copy of the PDF for your personal use, I'll send that to you. You just need to leave me a note with your email address where you'd like that sent. If you would like to use it for your congregation, there is a link in the show notes for where you can buy the PDF license. You purchase that, I see that you purchased it, and then I reach out and I send you the PDF, and you can use it for the congregation. So that's happening. That's available. So, and my children's sermons throughout Advent are going to be based around that, using the theme of Ground Floor Grace, but as we continue to build on it. So this week, the object and the children's sermon and the theme is both for the Revised Common Lectionary and the Narrative Lectionary. Narrative Lectionary out of Daniel, and then we have a lot of texts in the Revised Common Lectionary, and it's about preparing for what is coming. It's like that second Advent, the preparing, but I am looking at for us to prepare, we have been prepared, and that putting that D on there. And the object I'm using is they call this a Make It Blocks base plate, compatible with Lego. So at the Dollar Tree you can get one of these. This is the bigger one. You can get a smaller one if you want, but this is what I'm talking about in foundational ground floor grace. So bringing out the object, bringing out this and say, so who can tell me what this is for? And every kid, or almost every kid, will know that this is to build Legos upon. And it is a good base. It's if you're there and you've got it down, and you can build a structure. And so over the next 3 weeks, we have 3 Sundays, so 3 Wednesdays. Squirrel, getting the time. Over the next 4 Sundays, the 4 Sundays in Advent, we're going to be using this. So the first Sunday is this. The second Sunday, we're going to be using Legos to build something, and then we're going to add on to that. I don't know exactly how that's going to look, because my brain is working that as we go along. But for this Sunday, using the base plate, and that's a wonderful image of ground floor grace. When we look at, we're starting from the ground floor, or we're going to build up from the ground floor, in this sense where that ground floor is foundational, and you want a ground floor that has purpose. And this here, you know what it's for. God, who comes to us in Christ Jesus, has through Jesus prepares us as we're sent into this world to be agents of change, to be called to love the world, called to love our neighbors. And so, and as we're called and we are prepared in that sense, where we have you could sing the hymn, How Firm a Foundation. You've got that foundation. On the narrative lectionary, I look at the trust that these 3, when they were thrown into the fiery furnace, the trust that they had in their God. The trust, the foundational trust. They know who their God is. They know how God acts. They know that God is a trustworthy God. There's a foundational trust. And God has been preparing that trust from the very beginning. And so again, using this as the foundation of that foundational ground floor grace. So that's where I'm going with this. That's my my thinking around the children's sermon, and I hope this can be helpful. And as always, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for spending a little bit of your time with me. Thank you for your partnership in this ministry. It means the world to me. And most importantly, thank you so much for the love that you are sharing with your kids and your congregation and your families. You, my friend, are rocking it. All right, we'll see you next week. Peace.